top mistakes that your LinkedIn ads agency is probably making. So the first mistake is usually if your conversion tracking is not set up properly. So most LinkedIn ads agencies that I know of are using each touch to set up conversion tracking. And usually it's just like the form fill. So the first thing that I would check if you go into your call book confirmed or your sign up is that what is this setting here? Last touch, last campaign. And the reason that's important is because if you have it set up as last touch each campaign, it's going to be overstating the number of conversions that it's showing. And so ad agencies love to set it at each because it'll show 2, 3, or 4 times as many conversions in the ad campaign versus the calls that you actually got booked. And you as the client are left scrambling, trying to figure out your own attribution to prove them wrong. What I mean by that is if there's 4 ads or campaigns that a prospect sees or engages with before they book the call with you, last touch each campaign would have LinkedIn reporting 4 conversions. Each one of those ads they interacted with would get to report a conversion. If you do last touch last campaign, only the last one that actually drove the conversion would count it. So as you can see, again, if you have each, your ad campaign is going to be overstating the amount of conversions you have, usually by 3 to 4 times as many. So you might, on paper, they might say, oh, we're doing an amazing job. We got you 20 conversions. You come in here and you find out it's each. You probably need to chop that number down by 75% to find the real number of conversions. Now, if you do run each, knowing that it works that way, you could give it a lesser value. And then you could have one. So this is one I set up for a call booking, knowing that it's each. I only give it a $10 value. And then the actual call booking for last, I give it a $150 value. So the second mistake that I see agencies not doing is not assigning values. Because if you have a page view, they viewed your pricing page, that's a conversion. They filled out a form, that's a conversion. They booked a call, that's a conversion. They purchased, that's a conversion. But if they don't have values and they're all weighted different or all weighted equally, then the agency is just going to go after whatever the easiest conversion is, which it might be a page view. And so they're showing more and more conversions every month, but you're getting further and further away from actually getting more revenue. So you want to make sure that you align on what conversions are, how it's accounted for, and what the values are, and understand that so that you can hold your agency accountable for actual results. The third mistake that I see agencies make all the time in order to show good numbers for their clients is the use of Audience Network. And one little quick audit that you can do when you come in here is if you come into Breakdown and you click this and you click on versus off network, you can actually see how much of your spend is being spent on LinkedIn versus off. So if I go, we've tested both on and off. Currently, I'm not using the Audience Network on my campaigns, but it'll give you a clear breakdown of how much money is being spent on LinkedIn versus the Audience Network. What you'll be surprised to find in many cases is that 90 to 95 or more % of your spend is actually going to the Audience Network and is not even being advertised on LinkedIn. So the whole idea of advertising on LinkedIn is that it's this powerful platform with business-minded people. They're here to actually be influenced on business, on purchasing decisions, and yet you thought you were advertising on LinkedIn and you're not. I've seen it time and time again where 99% of the budget is shipped off of LinkedIn. Why? Because the Audience Network is basically like a LinkedIn display network. It'll show super low cost per click, super high click-through rate. So again, your agency benefits from this because they get to show you all these warm, fuzzy numbers saying, look at our amazing cost per clicks, look at our amazing click-through rates. But the chances of you getting meaningful traffic to your website that isn't just 99% bounce, that actually translates into meaningful conversations is going to be limited because that's your trade-off. The Audience Network is cheaper, lower quality traffic. On LinkedIn is more expensive, but higher quality. I advocate, depending on your budget, having a healthy mix, but that requires you actually understanding what percentage is going where and having some control over that. And that probably does it for now. Those are 3 really good tips if you just want to self audit your account, see if those are happening, and tune in for more.